Namaste. Welcome to a new episode of Path to Wholeness. Today, we will be starting a new series of episodes about chakras. And Thaisa has a lot of information about chakras, so I wanted to really go one by one, explaining, having a little bit of details, so people can have this information in a very grounded way, so they can bring this into their life and apply it into like daily activities. In one of the questions that a lot of people have, and thank you again for keep sending these questions. We appreciate you guys interacting with the show and trying to get us to get to the questions. That's why we wanted to do the show about the chakras. So one of the questions that we received is the expansion of the consciousness limited to the crown chakra? But I think before we get to that question, I wanted you to explain again, what are the chakras and how many chakras we have?
Okay. So what are the chakras? Chakra is a word that comes from Sanskrit. It means wheel, disc of light. So we have energy that comes from the cosmos, from earth, and from the breath. So this energy capture. We receive this energy. So chakras receive this energy. Chakras receive these energies from heaven, from earth, and of course from the breath. So, and of course foods, because food comes from earth. Mm-hmm. So that's the three sources of energy. And so chakras receive this energy, they process this energy, and they release the energy. So it's kind of works like refinery, a subtle body refinery, because chakras are not visible by our common eyes, unless if you have your third eye, frontal chakra, developed, then you can see these portals. So we have 7 main chakras, according to the yoga tradition. We have 7 main chakras. The first chakra is the only one facing down, Mother Earth. That is the root chakra, Muladhara chakra in Sanskrit. That it means we receive energy from Mother Earth for our body, for our bones, for our blood. So it builds our bones. So it gives us all this stability, sustains, this energy sustains our body in this life. So it's linked to this vitality, security, stability. So think about those words when you relate to the root chakra. So it brings us this energy that we need for our bodies. And the second chakra is Swadhisthana, sacral chakra. There is a misconception, because this lineage of understanding, it comes from thousands and thousands of years from the yoga tradition. When it was brought to here, to the Western world, it got translated. And one of the first books that we have is the Leadbeater. He was a theosophical author, and he was a priest. So he took the sacral chakra and he said, this is very dangerous to translate into this Western tradition. So he kind of moved that chakra to the spleen. Mm-hmm. So a lot of books that got translated based on his book, they shift the sacral, which is also sexual chakra, to the spleen chakra. The book is amazing. I have the book, and he had the third eye very open, so he described how he saw the chakras. So they have amazing images. However, there is that mistake. So he didn't consider the sacral chakra. He thought that sacral chakra was very dangerous to activate, and he shifted that chakra. But every main chakra is linked to a gland. So the root chakra is linked to the adrenal glands. And this sacral chakra is linked to gonads glands, ovaries in women, testicles in men. So this is the second main chakra, sacral chakra. The third chakra is navel. A lot of people call solar plexus. I don't like to use that language as well, because the navel includes the spleen, includes the kidney, and includes the stomach area. I prefer to use navel instead of solar plexus, because solar plexus is related to the physical body, but we use this as solar plexus. But of course, this chakra also includes the spleen, the stomach, and kidney, includes secondary chakras. So this is the Manipura chakra, is the city of jewels. So it's considered the energy center of self-esteem, determination, motivation. It's all your ability to manifest all your goals in the world. So this is your power center. What I like to do is have this power center linked to your higher self. So every action you perform in the world brings you closer to divinity. So I want this chakra to be empowered by your higher self, not by your personality. Otherwise, we're just like animals, right?
Which, by the way, she does that during the meditation, and it's amazing. You really feel like every step that you're taking, you're putting your life into alignment, because you're linking that chakra into that part of divinity.
I want to make sure, because it's a very powerful chakra. Actually, the lower chakras, which is the Manipura, the Swadhisthana, and the Muladhara, the three lower chakras, they were considered very dangerous to activate, because think about this energy center, all these energy centers being activated by all these prana, kundalini energy, and spiraling up. And if they get stuck here, you're going to manipulate people, you're going to overpower people, you're going to misuse your sexual powers. So that's why the yogis, they consider these centers to be activated and open with a whole system. Otherwise, you become entrapped into this lower dense energy. But if you're done correctly with the foundation of your whole being, then it's okay. Because all this energy, this kundalini energy, this kundalini energy arises at your heart chakra, and it gets transmuted by love. So this is the chakra that is the bridge between the lower chakras and the higher chakras. So this is the center of unconditional love, forgiveness, compassion, connection. Is the feeling of unity that connects us to everybody. Like, we're feeling of oneness, of course, here as well. But this, according to this philosophy, the spirit, when we have this life experience, it comes from the crown and then descends and arrives at your heart center. So this is the seat of our soul, our Atma, our highest divine essence. So this is the heart chakra. And then we have the throat chakra, Vishuddha chakra, the center of communication, expression, and truth. So when we speak our truth, speak with kindness, compassion. Always connect to your heart. Remember, this transmutes everything. So when you speak with awareness that we are one. So what I do to you, I am doing to myself, because I'm connected to you. So when I'm speaking to you, I'm going to speak out of kindness, compassion, love, because we are one. So if I hurt you, I'm hurting myself. And just think about it. If we are a spark of divinity, okay, I'm one spark, you're one spark, you're one spark, there are more of me out there than myself, right? Because I'm just single, and then there are more of me out there. So let's think about that. Let's reflect. So this is the center of connections, the memory of eternity. That's how I love to put it. And this is the center of expression. So when I express my truth, I'm going to express with presence, awareness, connection, goodness, fraternity, brotherhood. That's what we want to treat each other. And this is the center of command of your thoughts, of your intuitions, insights. And this is the center that connects you to unity consciousness, that you transcend your mind, that you expand your consciousness, that you become one. When the drop in the ocean realizes he is the whole ocean in a drop. We are a whole ocean in a drop, right? So when the wave recognizes that it was never separate from the ocean and it's made of water, which is exactly what this lineage teaches us. We are Atma Brahma. Atma is the spark of divinity, and Brahma, the whole ocean, the whole universe. So I have a piece of divinity in me. So, but we forget, right? And so that's the 7 main chakras. And the heart is connected to the thymus gland. This is connected to thyroid gland. This is pituitary gland, and this is pineal gland. So all the 7 main chakras, they're connected to a gland. And that's another reason why the spleen is not a main chakra, because it's not connected to a gland.
You know, and I like it, and it's so interesting because a lot of people talk about the chakras and they only talk from the energetic state of view, like that, from that point of view. But there is a link to the glands, and then you also reference food. So, you know, at the same time as we talk about energy, we're also feeding our body, and that's the reflection in our body of the lifestyle that we're living, right? Because it's what we eat, the vegetables or the fruits, or, you know, like if you eat organic or not. I think there is so much, a lot of people are trying to take care of themselves a little bit more now when it comes to food, you know, because of everything that it's out there. So when we're in balance with our physical body, then the chakras are in balance as well?
No, not necessarily. I mean, we are out of balance in our physical bodies. For sure, our chakras are not in alignment. But you can be well, but your chakras be blocked.
Okay, so then this is important, and this is how then we also can work through our body and our energetic field to be able to be in full balance, mind, body, and spirit.
Your mind, body, and spirit. We are made of these 3 components, and when we are made of one spirit that comes down, and then we have many layers. So we want to be integrated, mind, body, and spirit. The more we are connected to our spirit, the more our chakras are going to be in alignment. The more we connect to our personality, I want this, and I'm disconnected from my soul. Nothing more than an animal, because animals, all they want to do is live in comfort, be fed, and be protected, have a good house, of course, and protected and all that, be comfortable. And if that's all we want, the pleasure and the food and all that, and if that's all we want, we're nothing more than animals, right? So we want to be a complete human being. We want to be integrated and work in ourselves. We are the only ones that have minds, even though we do think animals have a functioning mind, and some might in the next life somehow. But we are the only species that are capable of self-realization. And so we receive this mind, but we're still learning how to use it. I'm still learning how to use it myself. So I get lost sometimes, but it's nice to have this kind of knowledge, because that's why the chakra system is very important. It's very important to know thyself. So know like when you go to a doctor, they need to know what's your blood type, right? They need to know, do you have any allergies, right? Don't they ask you that when you go to a hospital? Is there anything they need to know to treat you? And then we don't know our energetic body. So it's very important to know your chakras, because that's part of knowing yourself.
I think that's what attracted me so much to Reiki, because Reiki is a combination of the energetic body and the subtle body, like our body. Because the Reiki is energy in movement on the body.
Yes.
Like you're working in your body,
Yes.
and then you're able to remove those clogs of energy, that negative energy, what has stayed there from a trauma or anything that is heavy that we're keeping in our body that we haven't released. And then the Reiki helps to remove it.
Yes.
So then the chakra starts to function
Yes.
better. So I love that concept, because then the Reiki is like an integration
Yes.
of that.
Yeah,
work.
but Reiki, you're connecting to a higher, the ray source of energy, and you channeling that energy. You become the vessel, and you bring the energy to your body. But remember, it's very important. All these energetic therapies, I love them, and I receive them, and I'm also a Reiki master as well. But remember, Angelica, for example, you channel yourself to be the vessel of this amazing universal ray energy. Then you will become the perfect vessel. However, just think about it. You might be angry at somebody. You might haven't forgiven somebody. So you have to connect to that energy. You connect to that energy. But you need to do the inner emotional release as well. Because don't use anything, like even Reiki or meditation, as a shortcut. Because all these things are gonna help your energy field. They are. But you have to keep doing the work. Release the emotional baggage. Release any grievances. Release all the hurts and resentments. Because it doesn't help you connect. In that moment of connection, you feel in alignment. As long as you finish your Reiki session, you go back. Oh, that person said that thing. I'm angry. I'm upset. See what I mean?
Yeah. What I want to teach people to do is once you connect to the Reiki energy, you can actually do the somatic release of those things that you're holding. So if you go to the heart chakra, for example, right, and then you have some situation that you're going through with someone, and then you bring light into that situation and it's in your heart, that's where right now in that chakra is where that energy is sitting. And if you don't release it, it's going to stay there, and you're going to carry that, and that is going to bring you thoughts, and it's going to bring loops, and it's going to bring fears, and it's just a whole chain of situations that you're creating. So if you are going through a difficult situation, you can bring that light into your heart, into that chakra. Think of the situation, you do the connection. Then we have another episode where we're teaching people how to get connected to that energy. Bring it into that moment. Think of the situation and release it. Let go. You don't need to carry it. You don't need to find a reason to let go. Just bring the energy into it. Bring the light, and then clarity will come.
I agree with you. The reason is to set you free.
That's the best way to say it.
Because sometimes people want, I'm just gonna make this thing right. I'm gonna give the right answer and think about in loops and negative response and reactions. And the best thing is to set you free from any bondage. Then you become the open vessel to actually allow this energy to work through you.
Exactly.
Because it doesn't help you feel, okay, I'm going to connect, but I am blocked. My heart chakra is blocked.
Exactly.
And I have a question for you. Do you think the Reiki energy, for example, I'm going to send a Reiki to somebody in my family. Do I need their permission to send the Reiki?
What is taught through the concepts of Reiki is that we always have to ask for permission unless it's someone that it's dying or is a kid or someone that at that moment can give the okay. But that's only if you're doing any type of work on them. But if you're sending light to that person, if you have a situation with someone or a family member that is sick, and you just want to send light and love, you don't need permission for that. You can just send the energy, think of the person and send it. And that's what I'm saying. I like to separate what the teaching is when it comes to like a setting in a commercial space and whatever.
If you actually have a patient, a client, so that the better word is client. Of course, you're going to need their permission. But if I'm connecting to my loved ones in Brazil and I want to send them Reiki energy, of course, I don't need their permission. Right?
Exactly. No, you don't. This is love. Reiki, to me, Reiki is love. It's really the purest form of love that you can give someone. And everyone that I work with, or like when I send energy, I'm just sending this pure love to the person. So then let's connect that part of the Reiki and the chakras now to the question that we received.
Okay.
Because I think that when we work with Reiki too, we take the energy through the crown chakra, and that's why I was so curious about this question. So the question was, is the expansion of consciousness limited to the crown chakra?
No, you can have an expansion of consciousness in any chakra. For example, I love the heart chakra. And for me, I have a personal technique that a professor taught me from Brazil. And he taught me to activate the heart chakra from the back, because each chakra has the front and the back. So except the root and the crown. So this one, I expand my awareness in my heart lotus, which is a misconception too. People think the heart chakra is where your heart is. That's just a romantic point of view. The heart chakra is in the middle of your chest, and nurture. The heart chakra is in the middle of your chest, and governs not only your heart but also your lungs. So I love this technique that was taught by him, that he activates. You can pulsate and vibrate the color green, or it can be pink, or it can be any color you want from the back. And from that, of course, you can do the front as well. But many people only use, when I say visualize, vibrating, pulsating, only use the front. And they never use the back. So I think the back is very good as well to bring into our awareness. So from the back, you pulsate and vibrate the energy. Well, I love green or pink. I use the color pink, rose, in my back chakra, heart chakra. And from that point, I can distribute to any chakra. I go to the top from the back. So I go to my throat, I go to my crown, to my third eye, and I can even go to my lower chakras. So you can have expansion of consciousness from any point in your 7 main chakras.
Oh, that's so interesting, and I think part of the meditation that you do too, you bring the light that comes in through the both sides, and you merge it into the heart.
Yes, I love that part, because energy comes from the cosmos, right? So I do that part, connect to the cosmic energy, and that cosmic energy descends, and then also connect to the earth energy, which are grounding, centering, anchoring energy, and even warm, because if you think about earth energy is like red, right? And brings all this strength and vitality coming through Mother Earth, coming from Mother Earth through the soles of our feet, and then they meet heaven and earth in our heart chakra. Because your heart is the bridge between the infinite and the finite, and is also the bridge between your lower chakras and your higher chakras. So your heart is like unity consciousness.
I think that's one of my favorite parts of the meditation, when I get to do that. It's so
because this
beautiful.
knowledge is from the Upanishads, so it's ancient knowledge. brings us memories of eternity, I think. I love that part too.
So I guess what I feel at that moment then is the expansion of the consciousness
Exactly.
in that place.
Yeah. And you can have even a sensation of like feeling the throb or even heart palpitations. You can have that sensation, and you can experience cold, not in your heart center. I never heard any of my students experience cold, but through the meditation you experience cold and hot, because all the earth energy is traveling through your nadis. So it's like going through, and one is hot, one is cold, so you might have different kinds of experience. And here some people have like feel a huge expansion, even feel like the body is expanding.
Yeah, that's happened. That's what happened to me. It's amazing. It's just like it's energy. It radiates.
It radiates from your heart. So you're living proof that you can expand your consciousness from different centers. A lot of people, I heard many people expanding from their heart lotus. A lot of people from the frontal chakra as well.
Yeah, I think I'm all about love and like using Reiki with love, and also to me this is like the main one that I like to use. But I think a lot of people do like the third eye, because they try to develop it, and so then they merge it and bring it up to here. So that could be another option for people that want to develop their third eye. Thank you so much for all the information today, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Namaste.